Oh, look at that. What fun to be on the slopes on this Wednesday morning. Well, we are so lucky to live so close to those mountains right here in Denver. And just a short trip can give you access to so many fun things, including the International Snow Sculpture Championships in Breckenridge. Just learned about this. Well, earlier I caught up with Keith Martin, the team captain for the Breckenridge Snow Sculpture team, to learn more about what all goes into this awesome event.
Keith, first of all, tell us more about this competition.
The Breckenridge International Snow Sculpting Competition has been going on for well over 30 years now. It is a world-renowned snow sculpting competition. Everywhere I've traveled, people talk about the quality of the snow here. Our environment's perfect for it. At our higher elevation, the snow tends to be drier. It tends to pack very, very well, super hard, like this block of snow that's next to me. And when we bring in the competitors from all over the world, they get to pull off things out of snow that you wouldn't be able to pull off in other areas of the world because we have a dry, strong snow, and in lower elevations, it's wet and heavy. So it's really interesting to see what all the artists come out with when they come to such a magical place such as Breckenridge. They get to push the limits of the snow further than what they get to push at home. And it's just a great camaraderie between a bunch of people really creating some really cool things and really inspiring each other here in Breckenridge.
Oh, that sounds so awesome. And I mean, that takes some serious skill. Now, how did you get into snow sculpting?
Years and years and years ago, they gave me a block of ice in culinary school, and it was kind of the first step down that path of carving this interesting medium. I like to call it a temporary art because everything we do, it goes away, but I followed along with it in the culinary field for years. I moved to Breckenridge back in 2000. I recognized the event was going on right across the street from where I was living, and about 5 years of tapping on people's shoulders and bugging them on how I could get involved, I was finally invited on Team Germany in 2006, which was an amazing experience, had an incredible time, got invited to go to Japan the following year, and I found that this was my way to travel, see the world, enjoy what I do, and get to hang out with some of the coolest people I know.
That is incredible, Keith. It sounds like such a unique thing as well. All right, now I can make a snowman, but aside from that, I can't do nothing else with snow. I could ski on it too. But okay, talk to us about what you have there in front of you, and could you show us some techniques?
I could do a few things. First of all, you're on snow and you're skiing, so that's fantastic. That's a good step
Okay.
out here. You understand what the cold is all about and
Yes.
what the temperature differences are. And here I have a compressed block of snow. It is a great example of what the density of the snow is, what the weight of the snow is. This block right here probably weighs close to about 70 pounds just in this small little space.
Wow.
We come up with a variety of different tools, and when I first started, it was nothing more than floor scrapers and paint scrapers. And over the years, with different people that we have in our lives, we've started making giant things such as the caterpillar over here, which smooths down and grades out a face and a surface really fast and keeps it nice and planed out. These type of tools that I'm holding up right now, we nicknamed them pickle forks. They are incredibly sharp as they actually look, and they make easy work of the snow. When you're working with a older tool such as a paint scraper, you're really working hard to chip it off. Whereas when you're working with one of these, it just shreds the snow right off for you with ease.
Ooh.
And then you're able to actually be very gentle and shape things and curve things as you want to go. Not everybody's going to get a hold of something like this. More people will fall into the line of something like this, but it also works. It does everything you want. The biggest thing that you need is the desire to be outside and being cold and dressing warm, but you need the desire to be creative. You know, being a kid, playing in the sandbox, just coming up with the next idea with your friends. What are we going to make? What do we see? What do we want to create? What's our day going to be like? And before you know it, you're carving a snowman, or you're carving a fort, or you're carving a maze, or you're just carving whatever this block of snow is going to be.
Oh, how fun. Well, how long does it usually take you to make a creation?
That's a great question. Depending on the size of the sculpture, really depends on the length of time that it's going to take to create. A lot of these competitions, such as Breckenridge here, we have 4 people on each team, and we're allotted so many days to finish the sculpture from the ring of the bell of the start to the deadline at the end. And with that time allotment that we have, we make the best of every movement that we do. Having tools such as this really allows us to move along and get through the rough stages of block and down to the details of it much sooner. And once we get down to the details, we try to use every moment that we have in a competition to keep bringing out the little things that we keep seeing in the sculpture itself. Sometimes it's the little detail of the fur or the texture of the jacket that really pushes the judges to really see what we're trying to put out there to the world, and they get an impact from just a tiny little detail that we spent 5 minutes on, and that's what can win you the gold sometimes.
Oh, how fun. We'll make plans to go check out the creations from all the teams at the International Snow Sculpture Championships. It's free to go view them. Finished sculptures will be on display from January 26th all the way through the 31st. Free timed entry reservations are required on January 27th, which is the most popular day of the event. Midweek and evening visits are recommended. If you want more info, just head to gobrec.com.